Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So welcome back to Real Economy Trucking Euro style. Gonna go here from Andorra down to Villarreal. Gonna take us through a few different areas, so we may get some discoveries. I'm thinking like we're gonna miss this one, so Tarragona might not, but hopefully Lleida and Vandellós will also get discovered. My other option was out here to Soria, but you know, and Huesca is one I've been to already, so trying to avoid that. So even though it's the most expensive or the most profitable, because you can see it's significantly shorter, it's like 100 shorter, but anyway, let's give this a shot.
Time to hit the road.
So we're over here at the, interesting that we had that little, oh, there was a curb there. I'm like, what did we hit that was like a bump? But when I came out, I must have come out to the curb. I'm not sure that this is where I want, so let me take a quick peek. No, we've got to head out, so we got to go right. And go right back to where, or left, or no, right.
Turn right.
And go right back to where we were with our viewpoint in town here. So if I knew that, I could have saved that till now, but that's alright.
Exit now.
Alright, the recruiting station. And I guess we gotta go across, so we're gonna discover, I assume, a dealership. Yeah, Renault.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
So we're getting enough little things here that
keep right.
That we are driving around. It's
Exit
a small enough
now.
town, is what I meant, that we can just pretty much discover a lot of the key points. So at this point, I don't think there's any question marks around town. I assume these always stay green. Second exit. This one.
Exit
2.
now.
And then we'll get over here.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now.
Alright. Blinking light.
At the roundabout.
There's a lot of
take the
roundabouts,
first exit.
but it would make sense. It'd be very efficient, because that
Exit
way
now.
stuff keeps traveling in town. So, not sure exactly where we go. We just rested, so we're in decent shape. So I might be able to make it without resting. If I don't do anything dumb, in theory, I should, I think,
keep right.
be over. Well, no, maybe I won't be, because I think I'm only getting like 200 or 300 euros. I was going to say I'll be over 90, but I won't. Alright, and at the roundabout, we're gonna...
Exit now.
Well, I understand, but which way do I go?
Okay, let's find a new route.
Okay, I see. So I have to go, like, this way. I didn't realize you could even make a turn that sharply, but... clearly we can. But even with little Andorra, things are spread, so we're gonna have to come back out through town and then head over. But when you're tucked into mountains like
Get
this,
ready
yeah,
to
you
turn
get
right.
these really cool walls and all that other stuff.
Turn right.
I wonder how often they need to repair or restabilize these. I guess if they're made right, they should last, right? But things do wear out. Okay, so it looks like over to this side. The road looks like it goes everywhere, so, but this is
Here we
where
are, safe and sound.
this is where our pickup is. So this could be interesting. Let's see. So freight market, and then we want that, and we want to
Time to
take
get
the
the
job.
job done.
All right. So there we go. So not great, that's for sure. Just trying to find my way back. It's a little deceptive to me. All right, I think we're okay here. So, yeah, I'm trying not to, I have been talking quietly, so that may be part of why it seems like my volume is lower.
Drive safe.
So, for those who tend to kind of watch on schedule, I do apologize. Been working a lot on PGA Tour 2K25. Going to be jumping right back into it once I get this completed and edited and, you know, get it out there as soon as I can. But normally it publishes, you know, it's like 7 a.m. Eastern time every 8th day if you're just following Euro Truck, but there's a truck thing every 4 days. So it's still going to be there, but I think it's already 7, so.
Turn left.
But just trying to get this done before I have to get going on work stuff, and should be fine. I can't imagine it's going to take me incredibly long. It'll help because that was part of what I looked at. This isn't a heavy load in that sense. It's a short little trailer. So, I mean, overall, there should be simpler things going on. So the 1.4 beta is now available, which means 1.5, I should say 1.54 is coming. Their biggest thing is they're using some new physics model, which is going to change how collisions react and so forth. So that was definitely interesting. Alright, I assume we need to go, yeah, here, and head out. So it's not really giving me any directions, because it's like you only have one way to go. But it's not yelling about calculating a new route or anything, so I think we're okay. I'm just going to have to get through all the roundabouts here. I don't remember being this far away from the roundabouts, but
take the second exit.
Clearly that is where I was, because they didn't
Exit
suddenly
now.
redesign the city's road network while I was gone. There's another, that yellow blinking, oh, the person is there, but
take the second exit.
I'm like, it's a yellow pedestrian light if there were pedestrians, but there was someone standing there.
Exit now.
Oh, like, did I hit something? But no, it was the loan installment. So now we're definitely not going to hit 90,000 euros.
Exit now.
Alright, so heading out over the little ball bridge. It's definitely an intriguing design, but it's also an intriguing, and I guess it's not really a bridge, it's just like a piece of art.
Take the second exit.
Okay, I was thinking it would be the third, but now I see what's happening. So this is first, and then second is coming up, and we're finally heading out of Andorra. We're going to go back
Keep
into
right,
Spain,
and then
or
turn right.
España, and we'll get over
Turn
there.
right.
So yeah, I think if I whisper less,
Keep
that might
left.
help too, because people then aren't like, what's he saying? I need to turn it up. I can't hear him. And that would work nicer. So why are there...
Finding a new route.
Really? I'm like, why are there speed bumps there? Probably for that reason. So, get in trouble for a camera. Oh well. I'm just losing money left and right, so this is going to be a bad trip for me. Another few roundabouts that I see. It's been a bit, because it's probably been a week and a half. You know, it's probably close to like almost 13 days since I was in Euro Truck last, because I recorded and then did that in the American Truck Simulator right away, just so I could have everything ready. But maybe it was just 8 or 9 days ago. I don't remember. Either way, I don't even totally remember the drive in. And like anything, it looks different when you're facing.
Exit
I was
now.
just worried he was going to come around there, but he wasn't. But it looks different when you're kind of heading into the mountains. Ooh, he's over. That didn't feel good. But nobody hit, so I guess no harm, no foul, right? The car's just, maybe it's because he was taller, but it just felt a lot closer, because I'm sure the AI line on the roads is the same. So the big question is going to be, is this all going to be, again, just roads?
Take the second exit.
Because obviously that will take longer
Exit now.
than going 95. I mean, it says I can go 90, but you know as well as I do, there's Tarragona 177, so my guess is we're not. We're on this, which is fine. I mean, it'll be good scenery, but it'll take longer, so just buckle in and settle down. But we are at 50 kilometers already, so it's not as if we haven't gone anywhere, but we have to go, I think, 474. So it's going to take a bit of time. Kind of leaving the head tracker on because we are turning regularly. It's not as clean as an interstate. But I know at one point we got to the point that we had taken higher speed roads here and then gotten off to head up here to Andorra, but I'm thinking we're just gonna like cross those and that'll be it. Alright, this is only 70. I should probably get myself oh, I'm going the wrong way, that's why. Like, why is it speeding up so much? But yeah, see, it needs to be down at like 75 to be dealing with the 70 that we have, and it seems workable here, so. But that way, if I normally will drive on cruise so that I'm less worried about am I speeding. As long as I pay attention to the speed, it should be alright. Alright, we're climbing, having a little bit of a challenge. But certainly not as bad as if we had something super heavy. I mean, we have stones, so they're not light. So that's partially, I think, why it's a shorter trailer. Well, we keep slowing down, so maybe it's heavier than I thought. Because, yeah, this is a sweeping curve that climbs the whole way. So it doesn't look like we slow down. He's had enough of me, but I thought I was going to say we stabilized at 47, but no, now we're still dropping. Looks like we're finally getting to the crest. And we'll be at 100 pretty soon. Let's see what we got. Alright, he's holding back at least. So we're not going to have someone trying to dive bomb us at the last minute. Yeah, it's just odd that when, like, I scratch my nose or something, the camera views that as turning my head. But I'm sure it's because, like, something's getting closer to it, because my hand's obviously in front of my face, and so it's reading that as a turn. Or it could just be the contours of my hand versus hopefully a little flatter portion of my face where my hand's obviously, you know, when you're scratching, you're kind of making like a fist formation, and therefore it's not lining up the same way, and it would be smaller, it wouldn't be as wide, wouldn't have the same width. So using my hand to demonstrate doesn't really help you, because obviously you're not seeing my hand. Alright, so back to some more
At the
roundabouts.
Take the second exit.
Ooh, we came
Exit
in pretty hot. So we want to be careful, because yeah, I'm thinking physics on that'll be crazy. It has been a little bit since I checked Pro Mods, but again, remember it took 6 months before they incorporated West Balkans, and what I'm doing is I'm waiting until they incorporate Greece, and then I can add that in, but we may be nowhere near Greece, or
go straight on.
Nowhere near heading to Greece. I mean, I think Pro Mods did a great job on Greece, but to support them, I do tend to go ahead and get the DLCs. So even though in this series maybe I won't head over there straight away when I upgrade to it, but if nothing else, you know, because now at this point we'd be jumping 2 versions, because we're on 1.52 is where we sit at this point. Now, what I might want to look at, though, is I do think that it does say it can work with or without the Greek DLC, although I think it said then it just, like, gets rid of those roads or something. I don't know. So that's the thing. I, like, didn't want to have this gap in my map where because Greece connects you to all kinds of things. So I think the right thing to do is wait. I don't know that it, you know, I mean, as I'm over here a good ways away from it, and that's the thing. I could probably hop on a ferry from Spain easily enough and head over there. I honestly don't remember how long it's been since Greece was released, but I don't think it's been more than 2 months, so I think we've still got a good bit of waiting to do. You know, maybe 3, but so it might have been November. Alright, are we going to go left, or are we going to go...
Turn left.
We're going to go left. Alright, so we're continuing in the same direction. So yeah, there was that sculpture of that man, I don't know, carrying buckets or something. Left. So we're going to Lleida. It might be Lleida. Like, in theory, it's Yama for llamas, what we call llamas. Alright, fine. Okay, now you go, yeah. You stop, and then you go. So this is why I love the AI. I get it's a time period, like, oh, okay, you're gonna wait for me, but... Alright. So I think because he wasn't turning, maybe he pulled a little further forward? I'm not sure. Alright, so then we've got tolls. So I guess we're getting on the high-speed roadway. Alright. So, yeah, Tarragona. Whoops, whoops, whoops. I can't get through there. Forget it. I screwed up. We'll just go that way. It does raise it. Oh, this is actually the better one anyway, because the other one I'd have to hit the button. Alright, so keep left. Looks like in the mirror we're clear. Alright, didn't chirp at us, so that's a good sign. And the better sign is, you know, we're on a high-speed road. I mean, we're almost at 200. We're at 180 if you can't read it. I don't know. what people look at this on normally. So if you're not on a bigger screen, I mean, it's a tiny number for me on like a 27-inch monitor that I'm sitting a foot away from. So if you're not watching this on like a 54-inch, 55-inch TV or something, it might be really hard to see. Yeah, I always am curious if people are like watching on just little phones or what the normal view method is. I would think something like this just wouldn't be that interesting or that fun to watch on a phone, because there's a lot of stuff going on, and you know, you got little cars, they're going to be, you know, little dots on your phone, and I mean, there'll be more than dots, but you know what I mean. Like right now, those two that passed me, they're pretty small on my screen again. I'm sure they're kind of invisible if you're on a phone. So yeah, you know, put me on a bigger screen. Go watch me, ask your local theater, hey, I want a YouTube day, and I want to come in and watch the Mature Simmers videos on your, whatever, 50-foot screen. See what you can work out, you know, because kind of like when I moved once, you know, I negotiated a really good hotel rate because I knew I'd be there for 8 weeks. So like if they know you're going to be using the theater every Tuesday afternoon or something, well, maybe they'll give it to you for a couple dollars a week. Yes, I am smiling, but anyway, let's get back to the truck. Alright, so bridge, I think, just over a valley. I don't see. Maybe there's a river that could be. If there is, you can't really tell it's there, so we're just going to say it's a valley. And they're connecting up the two sides that obviously are pretty elevated, but normally when you have a valley, it's because a river or something created that valley. I mean, it could have been glaciers. We've been watching some stuff about Alaska, so a lot of glaciers going on, and they too tend to be smoother valleys like that, but I don't know how many glaciers Europe had. I mean, I would imagine like in Switzerland and stuff, but it's not as if there's a bunch of mountains
Keep
right here.
And
so.
then exit right.
Alright, so I'm assuming I go here. Again, I'm not gonna take the chance with Pro Mods and make the mistake, but yes, and the sign would tell me Tarragona in Valencia, because Valencia is where, or no, we're going to Villarreal. Alright. So the one thing I didn't notice is, yeah, I think I can go faster. Alright, we can go here. Our side is dashed, so we're allowed to merge. They're just not allowed to go in where we're at. I'm gonna guess they're gonna come off at some point, so I'm gonna go over here. Although we may have to exit there. No, I guess. Oh no, that's something else. I bet we can go there even though it's not technically on the map, but maybe it would let us go to that point. Okay, well, it didn't say anything. It's not complaining to us now, so I'm assuming, because I know at one point we kind of almost turn around and go back up for a little bit, so I don't know if we're getting to some more mountainous terrain, or it's just the way the roadway works to get us to where we need to go and connect between the 2 points. Because I think we kind of go to Tarragona and then Lleida, or Lleida. I don't know. We'll see. I think Tarragona was only like 33 kilometers away, so I'm half thinking it's right around here. Yes. So now it's peeling off there. Yeah, and there's Villarreal and Valles, and there's Tarragona, but it's not near us as I thought, so I'm not thinking we're going to get credit. That we have to actually exit. And those are the chances we take sometimes. I mean, it's not like I specifically took this route to discover extra cities, but it's always a nice bonus when that does happen. Alright, so it looks like we got a toll coming up. There it is. So, start slowing down. So again, we'll pop through here. Let's see. 59 euros. Before we know it, we're going to be below 89,000. Between my goofy speeding ticket and everything else. And that's assuming I don't do anything else stupid. So, we'll see. But of course, it's always fun when they put a toll booth and then you have to climb right after. Because that just makes it harder. I've slowed down and now I'm fighting gravity. I mean, at least we are accelerating. But obviously probably not as fast as we could. Alright, so now we're less than 200 kilometers to go. Vandeos was the one, so this is again an exit, so we may not be near it again either. And then once we hit this town, then I think the roadway does some things. Now it looks like the road is coming back. Whoops, sorry about that. Messed myself up. Just trying to get to my mute. Got a cough. Alright, so hopefully that's done. Hopefully we can get to the end. Oh, the words are over the thing, so maybe it will give it to us. Let's see, we might be close enough, but they may have worked really hard to just be like, no, unless you're off the highway, we are not going to get you credit. But let's see. Yeah, maybe. We're not technically quite there yet. Yeah, no, it's looking like it's making sure you're on the other roadway, so. But there it is, there it goes. I suppose, no, it doesn't look like we could see. There's like berms in between. Nice little flowers in the median there. Gives it a nice, pretty look, natural look. Better than just two guardrails, which is what you really do have there. Hearing something, but no. Thought maybe a motorcycle was coming or something, but no such thing. Okay. So there is a train over on the right side on that bridge, so I assume we're doing the same thing. We're kind of spanning this lowland again. It's just the train is elevated even higher than we are. Alright, now we're within 100 kilometers, so we're making a good time from that regard. Looks like we'll make it, because it looks like 6 minutes to rest, 3 minutes to delivery. So, we'll see. But we are going. Just once you're moving on high-speed road, like it seems like we're going slow, but we're clearly going, 90. So if I come back this way, we know we have a rest area here. And again, this will be about 60 or 70 kilometers. There's a man on the bridge looking down at us. I don't know if you saw him on the pedestrian walkway overhead. I don't know that I knew it was a pedestrian walkway until I saw him up there. I suppose it could be a road with sidewalks, and he just decided to stop and look over, but that's a nice touch. Yeah, we've been, knock on wood, in pretty good shape. Very little weather. We haven't had a whole lot of rain to deal with. I mean, I think in general that tends to be what happens. And I'm trying to remember. It's been I think this is episode 101, so I forgot to acknowledge either that or it's 76. I forget which one has the high number. I think it's this one. I think the European ones started before, because I think I was doing the Coast to Coast series in American Truck Simulator until I finally gave up fighting with all the maps and said, forget it, we're just going back to basics and we're gonna go from there. Alright, I saw the flag for a split second because I was gonna say we're about 30 kilometers away now. It should be appearing soon. No, now we're getting tired, so I don't know if we could make it all the way back out here before, so we might have to just rest in Villarreal, which should be okay. It's just sometimes I don't like going way out of the way on things. Alright.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Okay. And I know stuff's that way, and the word is that way, so I'm gonna leave it and not check to avoid that distraction, because I know it's a little jolting where suddenly the map comes up and then we go back. I mean, I'm sure you'd just love to see the roadway keep Gercelanos. Something big, clearly. They got a big sign at least. And then Zitrones in a similar font and similar style.
At the roundabout.
Is this just
Take the
how
second
they...
exit.
Okay. Like, is this just how they set the businesses up?
Exit
Because
now.
there's another one there, so maybe. I don't know. I don't know those
right,
words in Spanish.
And then turn right.
Oh, I think it's right here, so let's not go
Turn
too far. And then it looks like it's back there. No. This is not it. Which is why it's not opening. But where? Oh, I see, on the other side. Because it's a totally different business. Funny me.
This is where it ends.
I thought it was the same symbol or whatever. I hope I'm going in a way that makes sense. I guess we'll find out. I mean, it does look like I can get around here. So I'm gonna swing further out. Just because I can. And that hopefully will give me a better approach. Okay, alright, now I see. So I think, because I have a short stubby trailer, I'm gonna come in here, circle around, and then basically try to just back in. Oh, it looks like I couldn't have gone this way anyway, so I guess it's good I went the way I went. So sometimes you pick the right thing and it works out nicely. Alright, so I see it. Now it's that wonderful thing of, can I keep my head from bopping back and forth as I do stuff? Whoop, like that. That's way too far. I gotta be more careful. Alright, so now, come on. I took my foot off the gas a little, and it's just refusing to move. Alright, so we're gonna go slower. Alright, I think we'll be alright. This should probably be an easy parking job. I mean, I certainly can't grumble and demand that it should be something else. Especially since I'm the buffoon who can't seem to realize I have a short stubby trailer and therefore I need to do smoother movements. Ay, ay, ay. Thank you. Put me out of my misery. Alright, let's disconnect. And hopefully I'll remember to rest next time, but there we go, 414, so not as bad as I thought. I was thinking I was getting like 200, but But in any event, well, and I think it might have been, you know, because we are getting some level bonuses and things like that. But profit's still up over 12,000 euros in a week, so we're doing well if that's really what's happening. That just doesn't even seem right, because I know the other folks are delivering something, but I don't think I've seen anything substantial. But maybe because I'm delivering 2 or 3 loads at 1,000 a day or something, it's enough with what they're doing that it keeps us up there. I don't know. I mean, that would be great if we finally at the point where we're just a good, stable company and growing at a decent pace. As always, if you've enjoyed this, haven't dropped a like, or are not a subscriber, please consider those things, and I'll see you next time.